Party people, man, now what's going on? What's going on? Man, what's going on, my brothers and sisters? It's been a long time since I've been up on here with y'all. I welcome y'all. Some things have changed. A new name on my YouTube channel. I have worked out some things. What we are working with right now is GraceNGrit TV. I welcome y'all to my story. I've been busy lately. A lot of things I've been working on, trying to do some things that's gonna make changes in everybody's lives. I got books I've been working on. I got a YouTube cartoon that I'm working on. And I got some music I've been working on, y'all. Believe it or not, I've been doing music and stuff. Matter of fact, while we talking about that, I got something I want to play for y'all on today. A little something I've been working on called "Let It Rain." Just a little something, my testimony to let y'all listen to. Let it rain, let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Yeah. I was lost in this world, couldn't find my way. Had a storm in my mind, I was drowning in the pain. Doctor said I wouldn't make it at an early age. Back and forth to the hospital, felt locked in the cage. So much on my mind, I couldn't navigate. Living to die, felt like a dream I replay. Calling it a curse, but nobody knew the way. Man, the struggle hit hard, it was standing in my way. Suicide on my mind, but I knew there was no way. Clocking into work daily, still carrying the pain. Trying to find something just to take my mind away. But the hurt followed me every night, every day. Thoughts heavy and I couldn't get my mind to break. The devil had me pinned down, tried to make my spirit fade. But God stepped in, said, son, I'll make a way. Even when I didn't want to listen, I was running from his grace. For years he was calling out, I kept turning my face, trying to fix it on my own, but I was losing the race. I was blind to his mercy, deaf to his voice, but he still covered me daily like I was heaven's choice. Now I'm standing in the open with my hands raised high, because the same God who saved me is still open the sky. So when the storms start rising, I ain't running again. I just lift up my worship and let the healing. Let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain, let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain on my soul. Let it wash my shame, let it fall on my brokenness and heal my pain. What the devil meant for evil, God flipped the page. Now I'm walking in his power, delivered by his name. I ran for years, but he never stopped chasing me. The floodgates open, and the rain washed everything the enemy tried to bury me in. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. Let it rain, 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 amen. It's another one I've been working on. It's called In Charge of. God came and put in charge of me, in charge of. God came and put me in charge of me, in charge of. He told me if I ever leave, then he will never harm me. Put me in a better situation, that's better for us, better for us. I'm on the road, you probably done heard. I'm dropping these lines, I'm flipping the words, stacking my dreams like bricks in the wall. If you fall, I catch it no matter the call. This guy's burning, but I'm staying cool. I ain't no prophet, but I follow the rule. God said move, and I started to run. Every step's a video to run. And if I fall, I'll rise again. No change, a whole no time to bend. I hear the voices calling loud, so stand tall, don't fade into the crowd. God came and put in charge, in charge. God
came and put me in charge of, He told me if I ever leave, then he will never harm me. Put me in a better situation that's better for us. I see the storms, but I walk through the rain. I hold the joy, but I feel the pain. The weight of the world can't crush my stride. God lit the flame and it burns inside. Now I'm telling the world that my God is the one. Yeah. The battle is his and the victory's won. Cause God came and put in charge of, in charge of. God came and put me in charge of, in charge of. Told me if I ever leave, then he would never harm me. Put me in a better situation that's better for us. Better for us. Better for us. Nothing to something, he lifted my name. Gave me the purpose, erase all the shame. Cover my past now.
The phone would start ringing.
I move by his power, I shine like the sun. People may doubt me, but God knows my heart. He wrote this story before it could start. So I'll keep on stepping, keep doing his will. When he says go, I'm running uphill. Cause God came and put in charge of, in charge of. God came and put in charge of, in charge of. He told me if I ever leave, then he would never harm me. Put me in a better situation, that's better for us. God came and put in charge of, in charge of. He raised me up and made me stronger, even in the valley. He will never harm you. Put me in a better situation. Yeah, better for us, better for us, better for us.
Amen, amen. It's better for us. Nah, but it's been a long time, y'all. I've been so busy, been doing a little of this, little of that, but I just had to get back up on here to talk to my people and stuff. It's been a minute. I want y'all to know before we get deep into this channel, before the sermons, before the messages, before the laughs, before the testimonies, I felt like, I needed to sit down and really talk to y'all heart to heart because one thing about me, I want you to know I'm not perfect. And this channel ain't about pretending to be perfect, y'all. The struggle is real. My life, I could tell you, has never been one that's easy. I had the good days, and I had some bad days. Days I smiled, days I cried, and days I felt strong, and days I felt, completely broken. And it comes, I worked all my life until I got to the point where I had to stop working. And that decision right there, that was really probably one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make in my life. But my doctors was real with me from the start. They told me straight up, either you continue to working and your condition gets worse, or you stop working and give yourself a chance to live longer. And it hurt because I didn't want to stop working, y'all. I didn't want to stop working. But I wanted to live at the same time. And after that, I stopping working, just getting to a point to where you don't have nothing. And I had to wait 2 years going without a paycheck, y'all. And that probably was one of the hardest things I ever dealt with. But I gotta pay respect to my mom and my dad because they helped me the best they could. They sacrificed so much to make sure I had what I needed. And honestly, I can to be honest, I can never thank them enough. But not just thanking them enough, I can never thank God enough. But I owe them more than words can even explain. But truthfully, to be honest, just to be honest, I never thought I would live this long. I came into this world sick as a baby. I was sick as a child. I watched, so many people pass away that I thought would be here longer than me. I just felt they would outlive me. And there were moments, when I truly believed that I wouldn't make it. And it was a lot of times, I was one who asked God, why me? I know some of y'all watching this asked that same question probably yourself before. Why me? But even through every storm and through every trial, God, He kept carrying me. Day after day, even when COVID happened, and y'all already know that was a hard time for everybody. But being sick, the way I was sick during that time, man, it felt unreal, to be honest. My body was burning, not just on the outside, but on the inside too. I remember crying. I remember laying there just thinking, this is it. And I'm not going. I felt I wasn't gonna make it, but something changed during that time. And God, He really started transforming me, and that's something that I'll never forget. It felt like God spoke to me and said, my son. He asked me at this time because I was crying, y'all. I really thought I was up out of here. I felt I was dying. I felt I was gonna be one of them people that died during the COVID period. But God, He spoke to me and said, I didn't leave you in the beginning, and He said, I haven't left you now. And man, I just got up praising Him, y'all, thanking Him. I was in my room I was having church in my room, y'all. I was praising Him. I woke up every morning, listening to music, just praising the Lord, just thanking Him. But that wasn't even the end. After that, something had shifted. I started preaching on YouTube. I wa- it's just that I wanted people to feel what I was feeling. I wanted the people to know how real God was. And when I saw people watching my videos, supporting me, just they was asking for more when I was ready to end the video, and it really blew my mind. And now I've been preaching for probably about 4 years, and every single day I send scriptures out so my church family can hear them. I wish all y'all could get them to all y'all also, but I'm still working on that at the same time. Cause I just think through all this time, the struggles I've been through, if God kept me alive, then I feel like He can do the same thing for all of us. And now it's crazy. Something happened to me that I never really, and I always been a ladies man. Don't get me wrong. I've been a ladies man. Been with men and women and stuff. But I never thought in my life that I would be a married man. I got married last year, May 3rd of 25. And I haven't had my big wedding yet, but it was just a little something. I guess it wasn't an official thing. It was just something I did, before God's eyes. But really want to have a marriage. Me and my wife both, we want to have something that the family can be part of and stuff, and we still working on that. But it's crazy because really sometimes I can't believe that. I can't believe that God blessed me with the woman that He blessed me with. And she's really been such a blessing in my life. She has an older son, Mike, and I love him just like he was my own son. I loved his dad when his dad was there. Said he's gone on, but I know I have his blessing. And that's my family. And I have my other sons also. I have been in a lot of kids' lives, and a lot of the children, they still, I played so much of a father role in their lives. They still look at me as dad, and it's so much, I just want to do for them to show them the love that I have for them. I love all my kids. I probably got about 10 kids all together. The older ones, the ones, some of them 18, 19, 20, some of them younger and stuff. I played a major part in a lot of children's lives. And even though, me and their mothers didn't work out, things went left. Some of the kids got really upset with the way things went with me and their parents, but I never stopped loving them kids. And I just thank God for bringing all the children into my life that He did. They needed somebody, who loved them. A lot of kids I was in their life never even knew who their dad was. And I tried to be as much of a father as I could to them because I love kids. I got my goddaughters. They love their uncle. My mama and my Michaela. Them are two uncle's babies and stuff. They always come up and hug when they see them. They always gonna ask me if you got some candy, uncle. They get mad at me when I ain't got no candy, and I'll play around with them. Be like, why you ain't remind me and stuff. But it's just a blessing having the children that I had in my life. And not only that, y'all, through the year, it's been a year. Me and my wife, we bought our house, our first house, and our son, we bought our first house last year and stuff. And it's just amazing the things that God had done in my life. I mean, this ain't the house I wanted, but to please, this is what my wife, she was just trying to get something to call her home. But she knows the house that I'm gonna have one day. I plan to build because I plan to have plenty of land. I want a studio in my house. There's a lot of things I want to do and stuff. And I'm really, I just been working. I've been busy. I got 2 books that I'm working on. One of my books, I haven't really quite got the name because I did one name was My Life, My Walk with ALD, and then another name was Living to Die, the adrenoleukodystrophy story. And I just haven't decided really what I'm gonna name that book yet and stuff. But my book, now this book right here, I put a lot of time, a lot of months in, a lot of time in. I put a lot of work in this book. It's called I Can See It Clearly Now. And that book, if that book can't change you, I don't know what will. That book is deep. It's a faith-based book, almost a children's book, but it's really for everyone. It got probably like 60 something chapters in it. It's pretty long. And so my wife said it ain't that long because she's a fast reader and stuff, but it's pretty long. I did a lot of work on that. I could, and I'm thinking about, even with that book, I'm thinking about making it a series because I felt like I wasn't finished even after when I finished the end of that book. I felt I could have did some more to it, but I think I'm gonna put that in the second book. What I'm doing, everything I've been thinking about doing. I just got a lot of stuff I gotta do and stuff, and I just continuing to let God use me in the way that He's been using me because I can't thank Him enough and stuff. God has been more than good to me. I turned 50 years old the end of last year, y'all, December 29th. And it's crazy because I wouldn't expect to live to be 10 years old. And it hasn't been easy. I won't say I feel 50. Probably feel like I'm about 80 because a lot of things I deal with is this. But it's all a blessing. It's just a blessing to know that I'm still here. And I'm trying, I've been working, I've been talking to God. There's so much I'm trying to do. Because I want to do things for the community. I want to do things for people. I see people out on the street that's homeless. And that really, it hurts my heart to see somebody going through the things that they are going through. I remember that lady died in the wintertime behind that dumpster. And that was something that was hard to see. And I'm doing things. I've been making investments. I've been doing different stuff. I'm trying to do whatever I can to get the money so I can start doing things to build up. I want to build the communities. I want to build like almost a hotel for the homeless people, somewhere where they'll be able to eat food 3 times a day, where they'll be have plenty of clothes. They can get to be able to get a shower. They'll be able to fix themselves up. And then I want to even have rehabs where they can get help to better themselves. It's just so much that I have that God placed on my heart that I'm trying to do. And that ain't easy because in this world we live in, everything is getting higher and higher, and just the way everything has gone up, gas is really killing it right now for everybody and stuff. And I'm just trying to figure out ways. I really didn't come up on here. I got a lot of stuff that I'm gonna be bringing to y'all. We're gonna be talking about up on it. One thing I want to be is real on this channel. It's nothing that's fake about this channel. We're gonna keep it real. Like I said, that's why I called this channel Grace and Grit. Cause this channel is gonna help somebody find themselves, and it's gonna help people get closer to God also. And I know that's gonna be probably a hard task because in the world we live in today, a lot of people still don't believe. But if I can just help somebody to get close on to God and stuff, especially in it, they got another sickness, a disease out there. They say it's worse than Corona, y'all. And we all gonna need God in that time, because they say the way it's gonna be taking people out. It's sad. I pray I don't have to go through it. I'm not trying to go. I told my wife I might be staying in the house one time. They might see me as at church. I'm not gonna be going to no stores. I'm not gonna be going. I'm gonna be busy up on here talking to y'all, doing my trying to work on my books. I got another book. It's gonna be called "He Who Finds a Good Thing," and that book is gonna be also another good book. I got so much. The way I'm starting that book off is gonna be crazy, because it's gonna be about this wife and this husband, and the things that they got through with their kids, how they lost their kids, they had a disagreement on their kids going to a game. And I don't want y'all stealing my ideas. I can't really get deep into it with y'all, but it's gonna be good. I talked to my wife about it and stuff, and she's my nerd. I have her, because I'm not. I write, but my wording sometimes it can be little off in the way I say things. Because when I did my book, I could see it clearly now. She went through it and said you could have said some things you could have said in a different way. So she fixed it for me. So she's part of that book because she helped me out in a big way also. But when I'm trying to figure out the way I'm going to do that book, I've been talking to publishers a lot about that book. A lot of people saying they can help, but I told them, being in my situation, not working, and then all my money right now go to bills and stuff, food and stuff like that. I ain't got money for nothing extra. But it's a lot of publishers out there that wanna help me get my book published, because I talked to them about my book. They said they really love it, and they just feel it would be something that's really good. And my thing, I don't really know much about publishing a book. I did a book before on YouTube, not YouTube, Amazon, and it's called Davion's Journey, and it's a children's book. It was just something I was playing around with. I wasn't, serious about it, trying to do nothing big with it. I just wanted to put it out there to see how, and a lot of people read it and stuff. Some people liked it and stuff, but and my ex and her sister, they was like, I never knew you knew how to write like that. And they was like, I need you to write my story and stuff. And I ain't know. I was just writing and stuff and something. And I guess back then God was showing me something, and I didn't even know what He was showing me back then and stuff with my writing. And I just started just recently writing. I done wrote two books, 3 books all together and stuff. But the first book, it was just, I don't even call it it was something I put together. It wasn't none of my best work and stuff. Now that these 2 books that I recently did, now both of these books, they can not only be books, but they can be movies in the way that they are. They're real detailed. And my wife, when she read them, she said they brought tears to her eyes and stuff. It's really good, and the way I can see it clearly ends, it's gonna really get everybody. But I'm not gonna tell nobody about that book and what's gonna happen. But it's gonna really get everybody. And I'm doing things. I'm doing things because I want to be able to be a benefit to help my church. We trying to build this church, and I know God, He's still working on that and stuff. But I'm trying to do things to where I can help. I want to. I always want to. I want, and it's not just our church though, because I want to be able to build other churches. I want to be able to help churches that are trying to build bigger places. And it's a church right in Gulfport that they never finished by Isaiah Fredericks over there by the court. I want to get that built. It's just, I just got so much I want to do and stuff, and I'm just, God, He just tell me in due time everything will come, and I'm just waiting for that blessing because I want to be able to be a blessing to all my people, all my brothers and sisters. I call us all brothers and sisters because we all one. I don't get caught up into that race thing. I never been big on that, because I know God's blood is up in all of us, and we all one. And I don't care who like it, who don't, and stuff. That's just how I am. I've been around many races all my life and stuff. And I'm just thinking of things that's positive and things that I can do to help out. I want to be able to help people that's struggling to put food on their table, struggling people that can barely pay their light bills and stuff. I wanna do like foundations to do something that's gonna help everybody out to where people ain't struggling in the way. Cause times is gonna get hard, and it's gonna be somebody who gonna have to stand up for all of us, and that's something that I always wanted to do. So I'm just, getting everything together. I'm still working. I'm still trying to figure out things. I'm gonna do my YouTube channel. I don't know how much I'm gonna be up on here, but I got to. This is something that I want to do, and I want to just take. And I thank my brother Jerry, he up on me. Just thank him for following me and stuff. I know a lot of people at work, and a lot of people ain't gonna probably might not see this till later on and stuff. But I just wanted to come on here and get this over with because a lot of times I say I'm gonna come over here and I never get to it. But I got a lot of work I got to do on this channel because we got a lot of things I'm gonna be talking about, a lot of things that we're gonna be doing on this channel and stuff. Just to show everybody the same love that I have and stuff, the same love that God has for each and every one of y'all. I'm not gonna be up on here, and I do got some more songs I've been working. I probably altogether I got about 5 songs. It's songs that I wrote a long. Some of them is a long time ago. Some of them new, but and then some for our church. I'm just waiting on our choir to get together and stuff so we can get things going and stuff. Cause the songs I got for them is beautiful. I let some people at the church hear it, and they love them. Some of the mothers, they love when I do my music, when I sing. They've been asking. We did a Mother's Day tribute on Sunday, a song called "I'm Depending on You," and I just sung in it. And the men, we really sung that song, and so they backed me up on that song. We really sung that song, and they asked me every. We've been having revival this week. Been such a blessing to have a revival, especially in these times that we are dealing with. But the mother, they ask me every day when they see me at the revival, you gonna do your song? You gonna do your And I always be like, that's me and the man song. That's up to the man. But it was really a Mother's Day tribute. I just think of things, and my mom, she wanted me to sing that song because she felt that song, it was me and stuff. Just thinking of the thing that she told me as a child, and just me, depending on God. And that song, it was a real good song and stuff. It's something that, everybody, I might sing it. No, it's messing with me. But I'm gonna be doing different things. I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of singing on here also and stuff, so y'all can get ready for that. We're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing different stuff on here. I just got so much in me that I want to do just to show everybody the love that I have for them and to lift people's spirits. Because I always been told that I'm one that lifts people's spirits wherever I went. A lot of people they said just to look at me and to look at how happy I am in the smile I have on my face, it just makes their day better And that's all I'm about and stuff. 'Cause that's all God, He's about and stuff. And I want to be the best I can be to all of my brothers and sisters. So y'all stay tuned. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed to this new channel, Grace and Grit, go hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment. And like I say, this ain't my channel, y'all. This is our channel and stuff. I did y'all. It's things that y'all want to talk about. I want to just put it in the comment and stuff. You probably can hit me on my email because it should be on my channel. And what's going on, cuz? Cuz you just jumped in. I'm about to get ready to get off, cuz. But I appreciate you. Me and my cuz, that's my brother, man. Since road dogs. Me and him, we used to be thick as thieves and stuff. Just hanging out the things. It was just good being with family because most of my life I was away from my family and coming home to where I can hang out with my family and my brothers between Petro, Tobias, Antoine when he was down. I really enjoyed life. A lot of times, just experience and the love that I had with my family and stuff, and them being there with me. We all spread out now. We ain't like we used to be and stuff, but they know it's nothing but love. I always love my family, my cousin Tobias, Pete, you know, even Kurt. He going through what he going through, but I love that man so much and stuff. I'm trying my best to do things to where I can get, cause I just want to be a blessing to somebody, y'all. Cause I had that thought in my mind that my blessing is to be a blessing to somebody else, and that's why a lot of things when I'm doing with my books that's gonna be coming out, y'all gonna be seeing me. Y'all probably be seeing me all over Gulfport doing things for people. If I gotta come to other states and stuff and all that, I will and stuff. When I do book signings or whatever and stuff, I'm gonna be having stuff to give back and stuff. Cause that's all I'm about and stuff. But I just thank everybody for coming out, joining with me here on GraceNGrit TV. This was just a little brief, was nothing. Episode 1, I'm not quite sure. I'm still getting it together what I'm gonna be talking about, but it's a lot of things. I got so much that I just want to discuss. I want to hear things that can help people out and stuff. A lot of people, that's out there just dealing with things and they don't know how to make it. I just, want to talk to the people to share love with each and every one of y'all. But I thank y'all, man, for coming to be with me today, man. It's been a while since we've been on here. But even though the channel don't change and everything, but y'all know it's all love right here on Grace and Grit with your boy Minister Antonio Span. And I love y'all until next time.